things. Most men in this age cannot imagine how such a small particle can become both so great and so small. So men look at the soul proper as wonderful either by constitution or by description. Illusioned by the material energy, people are so engrossed in subject matters for sense gratification that they have very little time to understand the question of self-understanding, even though it is a fact that without this self-understanding, all activities results in ultimate defeat in the struggle for existence. Perhaps they have no idea that one must think of the soul and thus make a solution to the material miseries. Some people who are inclined to hear about the soul may be attending lectures in good association, but sometimes, owing to the atomic soul as one without distinction of magnitude, it is very difficult to find a man who perfectly understands the position of the super soul, the atomic soul, their respective functions and relationship, and all other major and minor details. And it is still more difficult to find a man who has actually derived full benefit from knowledge of the soul and who is able to describe the position of the soul in different aspects. But if somehow or other one is able to understand the subject matter of the soul, then one's life is successful. The easiest process for understanding the subject matter of self, however, is to accept the statements of the Bhagavad Gita spoken by the greatest authority, Lord Krishna, without being deviated by other theories. But it also requires a great deal of penance and sacrifice, either in this life or in the previous ones, before one is able to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna can, however, be known as such by the causeless mercy of the pure devotee and by no other way. Srila Prabhupada ki. Very interesting verse, very interesting Prabhupada, but also. So, in this verse, there are 4 categories of the people. āścarya-vat paśyati kaścid enam. Number 1, paśyati means who sees. āścarya-vat, as amazing. Kaścid enam means soul. One who sees with surprise. Soul, number 1. āścarya-vat vadati tathaiva cānyaḥ. And one who is describing, who is speaking. That is next one. Tathaiva cainam. āścarya-vat cainam anyaḥ śṛṇoti. Who is hearing about the soul. The soul, amazing. And 4th one, śrutvāpy enam vedna caiva kaścit. And last one is, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. These are the 4 categories of people here mentioned. So in this universe, there are 2 categories of people. One is theist and one is atheist. So, in theist, there are so many varieties may be there. Some are impersonalist, some are Mayavadis, Brahmvadi, Karam Kandi, those who are inclined to demigods, and few are inclined to Vishnu or Krishna. And those who are atheist, almost all they are the followers of the Chavak Muni. There is a Chavak Muni. And what is his philosophy? His philosophy is Yavat Jivet Sukham Jivet Renam Kritam Dhrit Pivet. Whatever your lifespan is, you enjoy it. Live happily. Live happily. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. If you have no money, then take loan. Take loan. Rinam kitvam. Home loan, car loan. Take loan. Dhitam pivet. And eat ghee. He's saying eat ghee. Means full of enjoyment. Bhasmi bhutasya deham. One time this body will convert into ashes. Then how one will come again? There is no question arises of birth. No question arises of birth. So this is the philosophy of those who are atheist. But Krishna says, Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityur Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityur dhruv janam mritasya cha na shochitum tum arhasi. So, who are going to die will take birth definitely. Sure. The death is sure, and after death, the birth is sure. And Krishna also says, Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuya ajo nityam hanyato anyamane sharire. The soul cannot be killed in any moment. One time in Mahabharata there is one instance when Yudhishthira was questioned by Yamraj. What is the most amazing thing in this world? Most amazing, most wonderful. And Yudhishthira replied, Ahani ahani bhutani gacchanti eham yamalayam shesh sthavaram icchanti kim āścaryam atah param. Every day, hundreds and millions of living beings are going to the place of Yamraj. But those who are living, they are aspiring for permanent stay in this universe or in this world. They don't think that they will die. So this is also amazing. Yudhishthira said, this is amazing. Everyone, hundreds and millions of living beings are dying every day, but those who are, rest of them are thinking that they will never die. They will always stay here. So this is most amazing. So in this verse, the Prabhupada purport is very wonderful. Prabhupada is saying, the fact that the atomic soul is within the body of a gigantic animal, in the body of a gigantic banyan tree, and also in the microbic germs, millions and billions of which occupy only an inch of space, is certainly very amazing. how one can think that a soul who is measured as in our scriptures is the 1/10,000 part of the hair tip. 10,000 part of the hair tip, the size of the soul is the same in the elephant, in the microbic germs. There is no difference in the size of the soul. The soul is same. 10,000 part, 1/10,000 part of the hair tip. The soul is the same in the elephant or in the microbic germs. So it is amazing. It's certainly very amazing. Men with a poor fund of knowledge and men who are not austere cannot understand the wonders of this individual atomic spark of spirit, even though it is explained by the greatest authority of knowledge who imparted lessons even to Brahma, the first living being in the universe. Tene Brahma hidaya adi kavaye muyanti yat suraya. So Krishna has imparted this knowledge, first of all, the first living entity, Brahma. And even Krishna is giving this knowledge, but if we have no austerity, so we cannot realize how these amazing things are going on. And by hearing, by speaking, we are amazed. We are amazed how this is going on. This cannot be possible. So, Brahma, the first living being in the universe, owing to a gross material conception of things, most men in this age cannot imagine how such a small particle can become so great and so small. So men look at the soul proper as wonderful either by constitution or description. Illusioned by the material energy, people are so engrossed in the subject matters for sense gratification that they have very little time to understand the question of self. So in the material world, Prabhupada is saying, people are so engrossed in this activities, material activities. They are engaged in the rat race. They have no time to think about the soul. And this is the primary education. This is the primary education. We are not this body, we are soul. Once Prabhupada was giving lecture for so many days on this chapter. Okay, we are not this body, we are soul. And some disciples came to Prabhupada after a few days. Prabhupada, now we have understood that we have not this body. Please don't repeat again and again. Prabhupada said, no, you couldn't understand. If you understand, then you won't say these words, okay, go proceed further. You will say, Prabhupada, yes, please say more and more on this chapter. More. This is so amazing. So amazing. Once Prabhupada was invited in the university where they were showing Prabhupada so many departments. Science department, this is biology department, this is physics department, chemistry department. Prabhupada asked them, where is the department where the analysis of soul is being conducted? Where is the department where the difference between the body and soul is to be taught to the students? There was no any department, no any big universities, but no department. This is the most important thing that we have to, with the grace of our āścaryas, Srila Prabhupada and all āścaryas, we could understand that how important this factor is. that we are not this body. We are eternal soul, and not only soul, we are also having with us super soul. Also having super soul. With each living entity, they have super soul also. And we have two bodies also. General public don't know about that. How we have two bodies? Mind, man, buddhi, ahankar. Mind, intelligence and false ego. Subtle body and gross body. So these gross body and subtle bodies are made of 5 elements. Five elements. Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Prithvi, Akash. So, but the Atma, the soul, is made of 3 elements. That is Sat-Chit Anand. So Krishna's body and soul is same of these 3 elements. Sat-Chit Anand. Our body is different of 5 elements, and our soul is same as Krishna's Sat-Chit Anand. Soul is made of 3 elements. Our soul is made of 3 elements, but our body is made of 5 elements, 5 material elements. So, this is very clearly that we are in this body for some specific time. Ishvara sarvbhutanam hrideshu arjun tishtati Brahmyan sabhutani Brahmyam sambhutani yantra arudani mayaya. This is a yantra. This is a machine. This is a machine. And the soul is so amazing, he can drive any vehicle. Any vehicle he can drive. Suppose a small boy like 2 or 3 years is playing with his small bike, and now he is driving the same age, he is driving the huge truck. Oh, amazing. How is driving a small boy? How is driving a truck? Yeah, amazing. So soul is so amazing, so it is driving any vehicle. The same size. There is no difference in size. So Krishna says it is amazing. But cannot be understood until we are going for austerity or for some sacrifices. Not possible to understand. Rishabdev teaches their 100 sons, Tapo divyam putragayena sattvam. This human life is made for austerity, not for enjoyment only. This is mainly for austerity. Ahar nidra bhay maithunam cha samanyam bhi etat pashu bhi naranam dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesha dharmen hina pashu visaman. So eating, sleeping, defending, mating, these are the common things in all the living beings. But austerity can be done only in the human life. Human life. So it is very important to know about the soul. And some may question, Prabhupada is mentioning, even though who are inclined to know about the soul, but they are misguided. How they are misguided? They understand that the soul and super soul are the same. They are the same. This is also a very challenging subject matter. They don't understand that the soul and the super soul cannot be same. Achintya bhed. Achintya bhed. Nityo nityanam chetnash chetananam. Eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman. The soul is eternal and the super soul is also eternal. Soul is contingent and the super soul is also contingent. But the one super soul is fulfilling all the necessities of all the living beings. This is the difference. And the mundane people commits the four mistakes, or what we say, four mistakes. But Krishna does not. Our senses are limited. We have a tendency to cheat others. And what is next? Illusion. We are illusioned by Maya. And one? Commit mistakes. These are the four. The mundane, our position is there. So it's a very amazing, and hearing by speaking and by listening, we are amazed. We are amazed. But while we are going through the scriptures, and which are by Supreme Authority Krishna and by the pure devotees, by the association of the pure devotees, then we will understand gradually, and then we won't be amazed. Then we won't be amazed. We will understand that how this soul is functioning in this body, how we are separate from this body. Even though all these highly educated people, those who are graduates, postgraduate or PhD, they don't know about this basic principle that we are not this body. So, anything which I may repeat here. So here Prabhupada also saying, the easiest process for understanding the subject matter of self, however, is to accept the statement of Bhagavad Gita spoken by the greatest authority, Lord Krishna, number one. Prabhupada is saying this is the easiest process for understanding the subject matter of self, however, is to accept the statements of the Bhagavad Gita spoken by the greatest authority, Lord Krishna, without being deviated by the other theories. This is most important. Public in general, they are deviated from so many theories, so many Bhagavad Gitas, they are devoted. The Prabhupada is mentioning here. But it also requires a great deal of penance and sacrifice. Prabhupada is saying, without penance and sacrifice, we cannot understand the things which are as it is. We cannot understand. So, first thing is to accept the greatest authority, Lord Krishna. And second is to accept the austerity and penance and sacrifices, either in this life or in the previous ones. Before one is able to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna can, however, be known as such by the causeless mercy of the pure devotee and by no other way. And then we will go under the austerity and sacrifice, then Krishna will make all the arrangements how we will get the association of the pure devotees. Then our life is successful. So, once again I am repeating the verse. āścarya-vat paśyati kaścid enam, āścarya-vat vadati tathaiva cānyaḥ, āścarya-vat cainam anyaḥ śṛṇoti, śrutvāpy enam vedna caiva kaścit. So 4 categories. The last one is very unfortunate. Last category is very unfortunate. śrutvāpy enam vedna caiva kaścit. By hearing, they have no any reaction, no any response. This category. Those who are hearing and this amazing soul, and they are, by hearing, they are amazed. By hearing, by speaking, amazing soul, they are amazed. And those who are describing, speaking, and those who are listening. śrutvāpy enam, describing, and who are seeing. Those who are seeing. Actually, how Krishna is saying paśyati? Can anybody can see soul? How Krishna is saying this word? How āścarya-vat paśyati kaścid enam. It means, paśyati means how to understand the soul. It means here. Paśyati, vadati, and śṛṇoti. These are the 3 categories. And the last one is śrutvāpy enam vedna caiva kaścit. After hearing, there is no any improvement, no progress, no. So these are the 4 categories there. So I stop here. And any comments? So I would like to hear from you also. This is also amazing. Any comments, any correction? Yes? Yes.
What correction addition about the soul? Soul is, as you said, veda is same as super soul and not same as super soul. Both.
Is there any mic?
It's okay. I think.
Ah.
So at the same time, it is qualitatively same. Soul and super soul, qualitatively they are same. Absolutely, there is no difference. But quantitatively different, vast differences.
Yes. He is the Sindhu and we are the Bindu.
Exactly.
He is the Kripa Sindhu and we are the Bindu.
But in the both Bindus, that Sindhu is all the Bindus together. And this Bindu is separated out. But the quality of the both Bindus are same.
Quality is the same, but the difference of quantity. Kshetra, Kshetragya. Our knowledge is limited up to our body. But Krishna knows
all the bodies.
everyone's body. This is the difference.
And in this verse, when he says that, like these four things, that paśyati kaścit, although you cannot see the soul, physically you cannot see the soul, but seeing is basically realizing by experiencing.
Yes.
So when we how do we experience? Like we have a dead body and the living body.
In verse 9.5, Krishna is saying, Pashyam yogameshwaram.
Pasyame yogameshwaram.
Ishwaram, enam.
But when we see the body, the body, the difference, the dead body and the live body, the difference is only soul is there or soul is not there. To prove, I mean, so many scientists, they try to make so many examples, so many trials, but nobody could find it out. Only Krishna is the biggest scientist who can say, yes, look, now the soul is there, now soul is not there, soul is not there. Exactly. That is seeing. And this seeing, when we are hearing, this seeing when we are hearing, so hearing means somebody is saying, same time together. So one is saying, another is hearing. That's second and third one. But some people who after experiencing, so-called experience, hearing and saying, they do not understand anything about it. That is the supermost amazing thing.
So, any other comment, question? Yes, Prabhu. Come forward, please.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Then who has this quality of four quality you said? Illusion and
Cheating,
illusion.
yes. Everybody has these four
These are the
These-
quality of what?
qualities of the mundane people of this material world. Everybody has these four, not we can say these qualities, but this is the defects. These are the four defects.
This is which verse is this?
Not in the Bhagavad Gita there is a verse, but it is in some other Upanishad or in other granthas. It is mentioned in the Prabhupada's introduction. Prabhupada mentioned these are the four defects of the mundane people. Yes, there may be details in some books. Number one, it is committing mistakes. Number one, everybody, you know. And one mistakes we have all done. Those who are so-called highly qualified, but one mistake everybody has done, accepting this material body. Prabhupada saying, this is not a good bargain, this is a bad bargain. Accepting this body, material body, is a bad bargain. So, this is the committing mistakes, and next is illusion. And third one is tendency to cheat others. Cheating propensity. And fourth one is
imperfect senses. Imperfect senses.
Imperfect senses. Our senses are imperfect. Limited.
I think of like a mistake that we have accepted this body, but it's like we don't know. I don't know if we have accepted this body or we are forced to have body.
We are forced to accept. We are forced to accept by our karma. Karmana dev netrena jantur dehar uptate. We are forced to, in the supervision of Supreme Lordships, we are forced to accept the material body
It's like they are,
as per our past deeds.
it's like somebody is playing game and just we can't do anything. What we can
It's
say.
subject.
So, it's a very wide subject. So, we are forced, we are accepting, but we are no other choice, no option. Unless we are liberated, we have to accept. We have to go through this birth and cycle, birth and death cycle. So,
It seems very difficult, like to get liberated by your life.
not difficult if you follow the Prabhupada teachings. It is not difficult. You are here in Vrindavan Dham. Now we are following, if you are following this Prabhupada's instructions, so Prabhupada has given us guarantee. You chant 16 rounds, follow these 4 rules and regulations, you are sure to come to me, to the Golok Dham. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. निताई गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता यथा रूप की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।